but I don't know if that pick is enough to solve the draft issues.
Definitely seems interesting the way that they've tried to shift things around, but we do get to see that Legion Commander in the mid lane again. I know that that's the Peruvian special. We've talked about it a couple times now.
I mean, it's hard not to. We keep seeing it in like 50% of the matches we've casted so far. But it seems really effective. But the problem this game, though, is that if you look at Infamous's lineup, they actually don't have that much magic burst outside of like Tiny Combo and Necro ulti. So outside of those, killing PA is actually kind of hard this game. PA typically counters AM because you do so much physical damage and you have minus armor and you have tons of gap closing abilities. So AM can't get away from you very easily. And on top of that, Legion Commander could duel, and Blade Mill duels are going to be really good, but that's going to require him to be ahead and have a Blade Mill.
I think it's also pretty difficult. You talked about the fact that PA can close the gap pretty easily, but you've also got a Winter Wyvern that you have to consider over on the side of Infamous. You have a couple ways of being able to chase after them, but obviously the number one target is generally going to be that anti-mage. How do they get in there, though? Do you just hope that, Disruptor gets a really lucky, glimpse back, or there's a lot for them to have to fight through?
There is. I mean, they have ways to gank him. A glimpse is a great way to do it. If you get close enough to cast Thunderstrike, then you're basically guaranteed a glimpse, right? Because you can catch him back as long as he doesn't reflect it. It all comes down to timing, basically, if you don't mess it up. So between that, they've also got Sinister Gaze on Lich, which is pretty cool. Slardar is quite effective as well, because between a bash and a stun, he's probably going to have 2 disables there on Anti-Mage as well. So they actually have quite a few good ways to kill the AM, but his ability to reflect spells could do a lot of work this game. And also another kind of interesting thing about what Crazy's doing with the mid doom is that in some ways it kind of functions like how Legion Commander does, in that like you're going to be really tanky, you're going to get a lot of farm mid, and then ideally you'll do some side ganks if possible. But I don't think Doom is going to be as effective as a Legion Commander will be. Oops.
I don't know. Although, you just cast his Curse Poor Faker here, because the whole team, for the most part, is over. Trying to make sure that Bryle gets a really good start here. Needs maybe one more hit. It's actually going to be Moon Meander, though, who finds the first blood. So I'm sure Bryle's a little mad about that, but I don't think he would have been able to quite catch up at the time.
Yeah, he was hoping to scout out lanes, I think, is what they were looking to do. Now they're invading with 3 heroes, hoping to get a fight of their own, and they're going to spot KheZu here.
They'll open up with a little bit of that slow. They do have the rest of the team. They need to be careful. Michael taking a lot of damage, but they still use the avalanche over onto KheZu. Michael having to run away, though. No mana left over on KheZu. Moon Meander also taking quite a few hits. We'll turn back around, though, protect him. And I don't think you, no, I think you back off, right? Yeah, that seems to be the point.
That was really effective for Infamous there. They cost them a salve on Anti-Mage, but basically everybody else is fine. And this is the value of the Orb of Venom first Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage has really high base movement speed. He gets this slow. He does tons of damage with level 1 mana break. And training with him is just does not feel good. I've experienced this myself before. So getting some good harassing to offset some of the first blood is pretty good start.
I hear a little bit of PTSD there for you when you mentioned that you've experienced it yourself.
I was quite zoned. Yes, it was not a good time. I like what they did at the start there, keeping the PA away from the laning, not the PA, sorry, the Necrophos away from the laning stage. As the support rotates over, now he gets to participate though. Good for him.
Support's having a little bit of trade back and forth, but other than that, interesting. Okay, so the 0% win rate, Excel.
You caught that one too, huh? It was like, well, the graphic is clearly wrong. There's no bar. And then I saw the 0 and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. That's a great hero, though. I do really like Winter Wyvern. You have to be very careful with the positioning, though. Like I said earlier, it's going to be very important that Excel keeps as much distance as possible so he can get those really nice Winter's Curses, because they have means of being able to catch, but...
And it's not just Winter's Curse, it's also the Cold Embrace. And it's one of the best things going for Infamous's draft, actually, is that I guess you could argue that Necro is semi-comfortable playing in the front line. He's going to get doomed often, of course. But if he's able to get off Ghost Shroud, he's likely going to stay alive pretty long against a PA and a Slardar. But even if he does get gone on, Winter Wyvern can cover him and save his life too, if the positioning is good. So scouting is going to be a lot of this. And it's also going to be whether or not they can do good disruptor stuff? Can they find people when they're out of position and get those glimpse backs? There's a lot of options that they could have. And who knows, maybe Infamous is going to win the laning stage and none of this is going to matter and Necrophos is going to feel unkillable. Because classically, PA is not a very good laner. So who knows, maybe she'll have a rough lane.
We'll have to watch and see, but Excel taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah. Winter Wyvern is not a good lane trader.
Feels like a weak lane, right? With the I mean, AM being able to burn some of that mana is very useful, but like you said, it's going to take a little while before Winter Wyvern has more spells underneath the belt to really make a difference.
Yes. So like Wyvern is basically good after the first couple levels, but usually what supports do at the start of the game is they directly trade hits with one other support, and Winter Wyvern doesn't do well there. He uses what's it called? The first skill, I can't remember what it's
Arctic
called.
Burn.
But it's a 50-second cooldown, and it does some good damage, but like it's not as spammable as something like a Disruptor with Thunderstrike and no Talisman. So he'll be a little bit better off now, though.
We're gonna burn up some of his mana over here so he can give Excel a little bit of a break, and also, you know, make some room here for Anti-Mage not having to deal with that Thunderstrike. Very low mana lane when you're up against Pakas here with his Anti-Mage. And again, he's one of those players that will be very active early on. I know a lot of people see an AM and they kind of groan. They're like, oh man, he is just going to be farming nonstop. But does have to be a little bit careful. Luckily, again, not much mana on everybody, so might be able to just keep on harassing. But
a lot more harass coming out. Kezu really wanted to get that bash hit in on the Anti-Mage. That was pretty clear. How's the other lanes going, though? 13 last hits for PA. Pretty good. Good start. Oh, Doom's getting a little bit beat in the mid lane, too.
I think it's hard for him, right? Because he doesn't have that capability of life stealing like Faker does here. It's a lot harder. He's a big tanky boy, but he's also not going to regen quite the same. Oh, Michael in the bottom lane. How we find kill. HFN, though, has to run. Do they? I don't think they have quite enough damage. That was very, very close.
Yeah, it was. But still, really good kill. The fact that, did PA get the kill or was it AUI? I can't remember. Oh, no, it was AUI. Okay. Yep, so good for him. But obviously, PA would have loved the free kill. He should be fine, though. He's got a magic stick built up.
I feel like that keeps happening. We keep seeing, you know, they're so close to getting that kill, like especially First Blood, right? Brian was running as fast as he could, but he realizes, you know, I'm not going to be able to catch this. It's got to go over to Moon
Those damn supports.
It's a kill secured, Purge, all right? Pakas, though? Okay, Michael. What? Wow, all right. Guessing the Frost Shield took him down, and then
he killed the PA. Okay, that's I would call that actually kind of bad because Necro got the kill there. Yeah, he's gonna get some regen with that as well. But who knows? Maybe PA gets full heal now. That's good, right?
Yeah, we'll look on the positive side of things.
Yeah. So Brawl just basically doing his best to trade hits, regen up with his first skill. Yeah, look at Legion's skill build. All went 3 points in his passive. That way, and the other nice thing is that you can right-click the enemy hero, the creeps will attack you, and then usually you'll get a proc anyways against the enemy melee hero. So it's a pretty decent matchup for Legion Commander, and that's part of the reason he's got way more denies than last hits.
He did not have the luck, though, because Brau was able to snap up that regen rune. That really hurts. He could have used that, but
yeah,
Brau's got to be happy. Denied it, got a little more regen, a little more mana. Something, a consolation prize, I guess, since his lane has not been the most comfortable for him, that's for sure.
PA in trouble, I think you said. Very close. Okay, he had to blink strike back to Lich there. The Tiny was sitting there waiting.
Oops.
All right, there's a kill over at the room. Take down Excel, but will also be able to find themselves a kill on Michael. So both of the supports taken out on the side of Infamous, which just means that Pakas is very vulnerable if he's not careful. And Faker doing the best he can in this mid lane, but he's also sitting very low. Almost have that 6 on Doom.
The Tiny dying this much, I think, is actually a really big deal. But that's like one of the ways that they do burst damage on their team. Oh, we got a Doom in the mid lane.
I'm not surprised about that at all. Faker was already sitting so low, although Brow's really going deep for this. Oh, go use the Avalanche. He can just... They're both? Deny? Oh, so close, so close. But they do manage to get the kill on Bryle.
Okay. I didn't think he was. I thought that was the deny for sure. I saw that last tick go, and I thought it's over. Didn't get it, but it's definitely worth it
Very
for Doom. Look at
close.
his net worth difference now. He's got 600 gold advantage over the Legion commander.
Surprised. I mean, I understand why he went that hard, making sure that he could get that kill, but
No, it's worth it.
You're
for
not
sure.
playing games when you're dead.
But it's super worth it because that's their playmaker, right? How is every other Legion mid played? They just do crazy
True.
shit and like go get duels everywhere. And now he's dead, and he died first. The Doom got experience, and Doom's just naturally gonna farm faster.
Ben, what happened with that?
This lane sucks. It's really rough. Like PA is already a bad laner, and Necro beats melee laners. Because every time you come up for a last hit without using dagger, he's gonna use Death Pulse, and you're gonna take damage and get attacked like twice. And he gets tons of mana and regen just by getting last hits. So it is not an easy lane, and this is gonna hurt them. But on the bright side, HFN still has pretty good net worth.
That is one thing HFN generally is able to do, is make sure that he can keep up and farm. But Bryle just wrapping around the tower here.
Just farming small
Shows
camp,
up
pulling them together.
Michael, maybe trying to respond to that, but he's already made his way away. We have a smoke coming out. Faker looking for that first amount of dual damage here at around 7 minutes. Case has been sitting pretty low, and plus with Michael here, Michael being able to toss Faker in. There it is. There's the toss underneath the tower plus the avalanche, and that's going to be our first dual damage. And maybe get ourselves another kill here as Moon Meander tries to run away, but there's 3 heroes. I don't think he's going to be able to stay alive, although Pakas is taking so much tower damage. He has to be very, very careful. Moon putting on his dancing shoes, trying to juke around the side, but Faker finding him over. Oh, can they get the kill on Pakas? That's very low.
This is gonna be fun.
He's so... Oof.
Very close though. Good, really good attempt by Moon Meander. Actually, the magic stick there, pressuring the anti-mage. He's only going to salve to like half HP, so they could get right back to lane and continue harassing him. PA grabbing a ring of health as well, so very similar items. Probably a battle fairy build to try to make sure that she can stay at the same farm speed as anti-mage and beat him in the late game.
I was surprised though that Paka stuck around for so long. Like, he was sitting very low, and I'm back in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, any second now. Oh, Pepita, he just died. With Bryle coming in with the Doom, this is definitely another death. TPs are coming out in mass though. It looks like they'll cancel it back, and they might have been able to go in for a duel, but it is going to be Pepita who falls now. And Michael is not looking too healthy, but there it is. There's that cold embrace by Michael. Just a little bit more time. I do not believe he survives. So yeah, look at this. HFN going right on in. It's Bryle with a double kill. Couldn't he get it in? Nope. He'll respect it. He doesn't want to dive past that other tier 2. So not a triple kill for Bryle, but still very worthwhile for him.
His rotations have been really good so far. Keeps rotating around, getting kills. Especially the killing the Necrophos. That was the most farmed hero on the enemy team at that point. And now look at the net worth. Bryle is stupidly ahead. He's won his solo lane despite having a little bit of a tough time the first 5 minutes. They're pressuring Anti-Mage. How much regen has he had to buy so far? And now they finally killed the one guy that was laning well on the bot lane with a great gank. And Doom is just like the perfect counter against Ghost Shroud because it also dispels. There's nothing Necro could do there.
He could die. That's pretty much all he had as an option.
He could.
Run and die.
Or not get Sinister Gaze by Lich, but that was just AUI prepping for that perfectly. They committed an Observer Ward to this as well. They just did a great job so far. Really good game for Crazy so far.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, yeah, Pepita sitting in the middle of all the creeps. We'll eat one of those Chain Frosts, and Bryle's still down here. We'll be able to find the kill. They'll get a little bit of a trade, though. Able to take down his support. Bryle, though. Bryle is in trouble. He needs help, and he is not going to get it as Michael cleans up.
It's a big return kill. Good for the supports, but not good for the cores of Infamous. Chain Frost was a little unlucky. It hit almost all creeps there. It only did like one extra jump on Necro. And AUI was kind of close to living due to having raindrops, so it was a good attempt there. But ultimately, I don't think that was super bad, even though it was rough that Doom finally gave away his kill streak. At least it went to a support.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Feels like this anti-mage is struggling. He's forced out of his lane at this point. KZ just doing a lot of harass.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy, look at the counter spell, immediate blink away. He's like, nope,
Yep.
nope, I don't want it.
You got to check him, make him press the button. If hypothetically, what he wants to be able to do is at some point grab a War Stomp. That way you can fake out the shield, stun him, and then wait the moment to get the Doom off. But forcing him out of lane is going to be a great thing. And he doesn't really have a lot of places to go. One of the nice things about Doom being threatening in the mid lane, he can't actually just sit there.
Too risky for sure. I have a lot of people just in the jungle and not in lanes on the side of Infamous. Crazy though has a smoke. They're staring over Apaka's here. Open up, counter spell.
We're too far.
Nice Winter's Curse though. Might be able to turn this back around. The Frost Shield buying a little bit more time. Moon Meander. Oh, the TP right into the Static Storm. Oh no, plus the Chain Frost. Getting a couple really nice bounces here for Pia. They try to keep him alive. They cannot, and they'll also be able to collect a kill on Michael.
That was sick. Really nice play by Moon there. The ulti was absolutely necessary. Basically what happened was they were trying to Thunderstrike the AM and then glimpse him back afterwards, but he's only level 6, so he probably only has level 3 on glimpse. It was just a little bit too far to pull him back in to get him doomed. But a really good fight considering that they had that initial miss at the start. Only 2 points in glimpse. Yeah, there was like no chance to get him there.
It's like the Vengeful Spirit swap where you have to be like right next to them. Bro, I really thought about that courier. You see the way he barreled after it?
I liked it. Just showing them a little intent like that is really nice. And I like the Frost Armor pickup as well on him. It's just giving him a lot of armor here to help make his items go farther as he gives it up instantly for damage.
You know, he wants to be a big boy. Oh, it's a denial off over here. He's so speedy. He's got the haste rune right now too, so just playing a little cheekily. Classic Bryle.
It's very important to do that. It's kind of something that we see a lot in like SA teams. You have to like show strength, run at somebody to make them think that you're about to go on them, because you never really know when somebody's going on you until it's too late typically. So just a little bit of a moment or a show of I'm about to go on you can often make people play more or less safe, or they'll play more safe, which is generally good because it's kind of like bluffing. You're just bluffing.
Hi, Moon. Just dropping by the neighborhood, wanting to collect a kill with this duel. No big deal. 20 dual damage.
But I think what's important about this is it took 2 heroes to do this and a smoke. So it was successful, but this was like we need to get some damage on the board. I'm trying to catch up Legion Commander gank. So it did not feel nearly as good to me so far.
I think the target that you ideally want is that Phantom Assassin. You want to stop HFN from farming as well as he has been, but...
That would be cool. I don't think it would
be... picked up on the Doom.
It wouldn't be successful though. PA has a lot more HP than a level 6 disruptor is going to, and I just don't think they would have been able to kill him if they found him solo. Not until we see a Blade Mill. When we see a Blade Mill, and we will see it eventually, there's going to be some crazy like Blade Mill dual PA and PA instantly kills herself. But it's going to be a while till that happens because Infamous is definitely playing from behind. Ooh, that was really close.
Oh, middle lane, Bryle. They go in for the duel, and they'll be able to collect another kill.
That's a big one. That's a really big kill.
He was a big
3
boy,
heroes
too.
Enough. Yeah, it was. Took a lot of damage there. Probably thinking now he's like, man, I should get some magic resistance because that was a lot of damage. And Tiny's maxed out on Avatos now too, and he's almost got Blink Dagger. He's recovered really good. Getting that Doom kill in the bot lane in these last 2 kill participations has made a huge difference.
Battle Fury completed now for the Phantom Assassin.
Really good time.
How far behind is AM? Oh, hold that thought. In the mid lane, Moon Meander was looking for a kill. Drops the Static Storm, but they'll pull us right back in here on Faker. Michael nearby, Excel too. A lot of damage. They're just not going to be able to go and save this Legion Commander. Michael with the toss back, though. We'll push them away. HFN thinking about going for that dive. We'll turn his attention back to the tower, though.
Is under attack.
So they get into position for those 15-minute runes.
That's pretty good. No complaints. Fast Vlad's pickup for Slardar. Normally not a very common aura item to build right now. It's just become a lot worse now that it doesn't give armor to your team. But it does give damage, and it does give lifesteal. And when you do a lot of physical damage, lifesteal is actually, and especially with minus armor, lifesteal is pretty good. Because lifesteal is based on how much damage you deal, not how much damage you're throwing. So lowering somebody's armor and dealing more damage means that somebody like PA is going to have a much better chance at outfighting Legion Commander or Anti-Mage.
This feels so bad right now. The fact that they have that ward over there, they keep seeing people come in and out of the pit, and they can't do a damn thing about it. Although they'll take a little bit of a fight. They'll find Slarter, try to go in. They have the sight. That's easy dual damage, followed up with a nice Winter's Curse. But a couple of these bounces, they get the duel off over onto Faker. It's just not quite enough to take down everyone here as the Doom blinks forward. A little bit of a save from the Winter Wyvern, but not going to be enough as they take down Faker. Excel flapping those wings, trying to get away, but they're just too fast. I do not think they're going to be able to. Yeah, no. Wyvern is soon, well, not even soon, just instantly toast. And they have the Aegis on PA.
That was like perfect fight scenario for Crazy, basically. They kill Roche stupidly fast with the power of Slaughter. Is this gonna be a kill?
Yeah, Paka's.
Oh, this looks like a kill.
It's the glimpse back.
And AUI was there as well. What a big kill. Really tough to play AM versus the Disruptor. This is probably why they picked Disruptor right away, by the way, with the Doom pairing, because if they're going to pick Doom first, their opponents are going to pick AM because it's a good matchup. So then they instantly pair it with the support that they have success with. That's also quite good at AM in these mid stages of the game. So it gives them another good option to punishing him. But that previous fight, perfect scenario for Crazy. They take Roshan, and then they take a fight immediately afterwards because Infamous gets there just a little bit too late.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, they go in for the duel, and they manage to get it, but...
The Chain Frost was so good, too.
And even had to Delta split. I think the Blink also being picked up on Bryle there made it even better.
Yeah,
everybody running away. Bottom lane, though, trying to get the kill on Moon. KZU jumping forward with HFN. Oh, but the curse comes out. Look at that damage. Just turned right back around again. Bryle was in position, though. He was ready. Michael having to TP away. If they had maybe just a few more people there, a little bit faster, they might have been able to get a kill, but...
Still, the game's going basically perfectly for Crazy now. The Battle Fury on PA. She's got the Yasha already. Kind of curious if she's going to go SNY or something. I'm not quite sure what she's going to build. Normally, you go like Battle Fury into like either Deso or BKB, but slightly different itemization. Your anti-mage doesn't even have his Battle Fury yet. Yikes. That's bad.
It's been a rough game for Pakas. He's struggled. It's about to become so much worse for him if he's not careful. Oh, that blink. That blink. Get out of there. Pakas, no, you're being too greedy. The glimpse back into the static storm. The counterspell's not going to save you from that, my friend. That's a dead anti-mage.
Worked. I didn't think they were going to get that kill once he blinked, but luckily for them, Infamous didn't have vision on Crazy as they moved through that location. They have done such a good job punishing anti-mage. Just makes me feel better about getting stomped the other day by anti-mages 3 times, but this is enjoyable to watch. Yeah, it looks like he is going for a Deso pickup. Just wanted the Yasha. I don't know what I'm looking at except for an empty inventory slot.
Guess he just wanted to farm a little bit faster. I don't know. Michael was trying. They have a clumsy net, though. They've got so much damage. HFN's got a mega kill streak.
Slaughter seems really effective this game. Especially, I love the Vlads in the cloak. Like, his goal...
Oh, Pepita. That's a dead Pepita. He's trying to get the range creep. He manages to get it, but
he
also get the courier too.
Well. And he got his items, so good luck.
What? All right, Excel. I don't think you're gonna be able to run away. Okay, tries to go for the Winter's Curse, seeing if he can get the kill. We'll hold him into place for a little longer, but no, that's just a dead Winter Wyvern.
Game looks very straightforward at this point. They've done such an incredible job of just punishing the map rapidly. Infamous is struggling to catch up. The net worth of PA is almost twice of AM's. This never happens.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still don't have a Battle Fury on AM either. What a disaster for Infamous.
These items are a disaster. What the hell is going on? What is this? Yasha into Mithril Hammer into Point Booster. What?
I don't know. I'm not sure. HFN's just having a hard time figuring out what he wants to do to shop. I swear. Okay, I was about to say, if Moon Meander gets a solo kill...
No, there's literally no way that Disruptor can kill anti-mage. That would never happen. The magic resistance alone is just way too high. But is able to get out. High movement speed helps out.
Just be careful. Yeah, bro's gonna blink. Wants that courier too.
Wants another free courier, yeah. All right, let's see what they can do. So I think the reason that PA maybe is switching, I'll tell you later.
Oh, well, it's a duel coming through here. Though they slow him down quite a bit. I'm not sure One more hit. Nah, okay, there's a beautiful chain frost. It takes down. Oh my goodness, it takes two, almost takes down Pepita, and I'm sure he is. Yeah, no way he walks away from that.
That felt like a
Perfect chain
GG
frost
moment to
from
me.
Owie. Oh my gosh. I feel
So
like
I
that's when
think
your mid rages and quits, right?
Dude, his chain frosts have been insane all game. Actually, he's like Lich is one of those heroes where it's easy to forget that like he is a monster in team fights if people are grouped up. It is actually so much damage that you're outputting as a support. But I think the reason he might be going for an Ags is because he can basically be blurred all the time, and against something like Legion Duel, that could be pretty potentially nice. I don't know. It looks like I don't know if he's going to finish it first before going Deso, but if he's always blurred, it's very difficult for Legion to like blink and duel him with a Blade Mill, which is a way that that Legion can catch up in this game. And it also mean that if he can be blurred, AM's not going to see him coming, so it'd be easier to hunt. So I don't know. We'll see what item he builds. He's actually got enough for Deso, so he's probably finishing Ags right away. But that's my assumption about it. He's so far ahead that having that utility is literally just going to guarantee they don't lose.
That's a slightly weird glimpse, but they're gonna go in for the battle. Not gonna get the duel as they hold the Legion in place. KZ getting a couple nice dashes off Asia. Fen on the other side takes down the Tiny. Now they TP. Oh my god. That was, oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Well, Excel's gonna buy a little bit of time, but double kill now for HFN.
All right, let's see what items are coming for the PA on the courier. That's what I care about. Which one is it? What's he got? Is it Ags? All right, the full Ags. Okay.
I don't normally see this getting picked up, but your reasoning is sound.
I think that's why he's doing it. It's a lot of HP as well as the other thing. Like, that's one of the nice things about Ags. It's like a hybrid HP MP item. So if you like the benefit and you need a little bit of HP, it can be a good thing to buy. But it's weird. It's definitely weird here, but I think it's situationally fine in this case. Some diving going on mid. Oh, never mind. He ran away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This PA is terrifying.
Yeah, look at that. 10-second cooldown on blur. That means he's always blurred. They will never see him again until they.
You'll never see her coming.
Yeah.
In fact, they don't see her now.
PA was a little hesitant to throw a dagger there, but probably should have. Here comes the blink. He still doesn't know that PA's here.
She's creeping. She's waiting. There it is. Surprise!
Like, do you see how different that gank would have been if PA was not invisible the whole time? Like, AM would have jumped to the trees and you just would have TP'd.
Oh, no. Owie trying to be a little cheeky here. Does get the chain frost off, but they immediately Delta split. They'll get some dual victory damage. Dagger coming in hot, but if HFM was just a little bit closer to that. Nope, they're still able to grab the Winter Wyvern. She pops.
They got some damage.
Indeed they do.
And they got Pack Leader's Aura from Doom, and they have Lads on Slaughter. So they're outputting 48% damage increase for everybody on their team when they fight together. It's crazy. So that's part of the reason. I didn't mean to meme. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pun there. It's too much. I can't handle the crazy jokes from casting crazy anymore. I apologize, everyone.
Purge with the dad jokes.
Deso's up though. Damage is ready to go.
Oh my god, these guys don't. All right, how many hits do you think will it take for them to destroy Excel?
With a Slaughter ulti, one. He can. I think PA is definitely one-shot territory, which for sure. With Deso being finished, absolutely. Deso increases your physical damage by like 40% or something, approximately. It scales a lot depending on what your armor levels are, but.
I know where Pakas is now, and I don't think that was worth it. If they're able to find the still though. Oh, look at oh my goodness. Reminds me of those old ads for Tootsie Pops. Do you remember those? The how many licks does it take to get to the center? And the owl does like the 1, a 2, a 3, Crunch, and then he just crunches it, a 3. That's basically what just happened to poor Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
Oh, Excel. 1, 2, 3. Like a Tootsie Pop.
This is a beautiful game of Dota. This was clearly a planned draft.
Not if you're infamous.
Yeah, but like, and I get that it just looks like a super stomp, but you guys have to remember everything that went into it. They opened Doom, a common pick. They paired it with the Disruptor. Their opponents did AM. They basically like let their opponents play into the plan that they wanted to do, and then they just insta pivoted by not only lane switching with the Slaughter off lane, but also pairing it with a PA who just counters the hero. So it's just like, it was so cool. So cool what they did this game. They still did play very well to pressure the AM and gank him a lot. Between like the 10 and 15 minute period, and he's just trying to poverty finish Amanta. But like, what Crazy has done this game was a really good Dota. It's really fun to watch.
They have some fantastic drafters too, and people who really understand the meta as well, which helps, I'm sure. Fun to watch. Taka's trying to stay in the tree line, but Moon Meander's spotting him. There's a Doom over on the other side. The Legion Commander was here. And they're splitting up. Paka's obviously more important. I hear a Chain Frost. It's like they're trying to slow them down. This is going to be a dead Faker, though. So he gets burnt to a crisp. And Bryle finishing up over on Faker with that Doom. Excel hiding, scared, most likely. I wouldn't want to show myself either. Throws out a hit over onto Kezu. HFN makes his way over to the mid tower. Just starts chonking away on it. They really can't do anything without Tiny and the Legion up. And even then, I'm not even sure if they can do much of anything with those heroes.
It is hard. They're so far behind at this point. 20,000 net worth on PA, 16 net worth on Doom, and the next closest is 10k AM. Good luck. AIM's supposed to be like even or ahead at almost all stages. And while the laning stage didn't go incredible for PA, it looks good.
Oh, Excel getting dragged back in. Just obliterated. Even the dogs are getting excited, guys. This is one heck of a game. Jeffen moving on to his next target. And again, I don't know what they can hope to do. I guess the best thing that you could have hoped is maybe get a good Winter's Curse, but HFN's positioning has been very good. He's made sure not to stand too close to his teammates, and his teammates don't want to be anywhere near him as well. Similar to when we play D&D and Purge naturally fails with a 1 and then attacks someone in the party.
Very relevant joke. I'm sure everybody understands that reference.
Well, now they do. Now they know. Oh, Vita. Oh, the toss back. And again, they just can't seem to do enough damage. Michael, he has a Ghost Scepter. He buys himself more time, but he's feared right back in again. Moon Meander finding a kill, collecting. Vita. All right, there it is. There's the Winter's Curse, but is it going to be enough? Doom's still barely taking, but they follow up with the duel. And a Scythe, maybe just a little bit too much, but Peta all the way in the well. Pakas goes down on the other side. HFN, look at this. They go back in there thinking, hey, oh my God, Faker! Oh my word, he almost gets just immediately destroyed. The power of this PA is too strong. There's the Aegis. They take down Excel. No buyback on this Winter Wyvern. He's back up again. Look at this. They're thinking, oh, look, the drag out from Owie. They want Pepita. They try going after Moon, but they're not able to finish him off. Oh, yeah, that's a triple kill now for HFN. This man is too powerful. The good game gets called.
Wow. That's, yeah. It's been a while since I saw a PA completely cleave through the